I'm Peter Neal. I'm many things. I'm a dad, I'm an entrepreneur, and after having gone through severe mental health and someone who has bipolar and has ADHD, I think it's incredibly important to let others know that they're not alone. I am a mental health advocate. As an entrepreneur, I have had some real struggles mentally, and it's no surprise. I mean, the high number of entrepreneurs experience mental health. And I think a lot of it comes from the fact that you are on your own. There's not usually someone else you can ask questions about, that you can solve some of the bigger problems about. And really, when you've got a company with, even if it's one employee, let alone 100, you suddenly have that burden and that responsibility. And when things go awry, or when there's questions about where the business is going, the future is, it makes it really scary. So I've been through angst, anxiety, mild depression, serious melancholic, suicidal depression. I've been through fear. And the first turning point, I had been really concerned and worried about where the company was going. And again, you've got a whole lot of family, team members, and their families. And it weighed on me, and it became very scary. I became somewhat listless. I kind of lost my mojo. They called me Happy Petey, and Happy Petey was gone. And it worried my friends, and certainly my wife and my kids. I'd lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks. I couldn't sleep, and I was paranoid about all sorts of things. And I knew I needed to see my doctor, and more so, my wife kicked me in the butt to go see my doctor. And I did. And she is an amazing physician, and she helped to start guiding me into the path that would help with my recovery. You know, when I first went to see my GP, my physician, I sat in the chair and she asked me what was going on. I looked sullen. I was tired, listless. I wasn't the patient she had known for many years. And when I talked to her about the fact that I was experiencing very, very deep depression, she kind of said, yeah, no surprise. And at that moment, there was confirmation. I thought I felt it. I'm pretty sure I did. But it was difficult because I hadn't felt that before in my life. Other people did. I wasn't that person. And it felt surreal. And it felt scary. I think that there are a whole lot of important priorities to focus in on when you are running your own business, when you're an entrepreneur, as I am. And I know in the last few years, that greatest priority for me has been mental health. I never thought it was going to be a problem until it was. And I know now that there are a number of things I need to do personally and in business, with my family, with my team, together to ensure that my mental health is strong. Because without it, I can't be me. I can't have the best qualities of, for me, bipolar and ADHD that have allowed me to be successful, but also can be an Achilles heel, literally. So, understanding that and understanding that there's some incredibly special qualities, I know there are, out of some tough mental health, I have to also be super conscious and aware of the negative side and what I need to do to ensure that that side of my mental health is protected. So it is important to prioritize. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I think the best advice I would give to a fellow entrepreneur struggling with mental health, first of all, you have to be aware that you are struggling. But if you're in that position where you're feeling confused, you're feeling frightened, you're not yourself, we're encouraged to talk. And it sounds, I don't know, it can sound patronizing, it sounds cliche, but it is incredibly important to talk. It's incredibly important to share. And if that isn't normal for you, figure out how to make it normal. But do reach out to, whether it's one person you love and trust or a handful of people. For me, it was a handful of people who helped me get to where I am today.